how many questions? 4 or 5. They deal with what? Close test. And they have given the numbers. You have to choose the right word for that particular number. And what is this passage about? It is about peafowl. Peafowl is a general term. I would like to give a word map. Let us start with, first you write the word peacock. Then you write the word peahen. Peacock is male, peahen is female. I am sure you all know that. Peacock, peahen. But this passage talks about not from a layman's point of view, from an intellectual's point of view. And there are certain words, one particular word, species. Have you noticed? Species, one of the questions. Based on that, I would like to give the mind map. All of you write in the middle of the page, write wildlife. Circle it, draw lines. Wildlife, I would like to give the first word. First you write the word fauna. Fauna means what? Animals, wild animals. But here you could also write the word, though it doesn't come under wildlife, write the word fauna and flora. Then you write the word genus. Then you write the word species. First genus, then species, then we have subspecies. And once I happened to read a passage, it's all about the classification of plants and animals. And based on that, there's one international system. I write this one, binomial nomenclature. Have you heard of this any time? Binomial nomenclature. Every plant, every animal has two names. One is a genus, the other one is a species. So binomial means two. Nomenclature, write the meaning, classification. Nomenclature means what? Classification based on two terms, a genus and species. This is a little technical, but have you copied all these words? Continuation, more words. Some new words I am going to give. Write the word endangered. Then you write the word extinct. What is the difference between endangered and extinct? Endangered means threatened. Extinct, vanished. You can't see that. But one word here, please write. First you write the word contraband. Have you heard of this any time? Is the mic on? Have you heard of that any time? No. Write the word poaching. Poaching is an important word. Write the meaning of the word. Have you written? Endangered means what? Threatened. Extinct, vanish, disappear. And this one, threatened. Poaching means illegal killing of animals. Write the meaning. Illegal killing of animals. Poaching. And why do they do that? They do it for skin, shells, all these. And they try to smuggle. Sometimes the officials they catch and they confiscate. Write the word. Have you heard of this word? Confiscate. Confiscate means seize. S-E-I-Z-E. They take those things and they try to hold with them. Confiscate. And whatever they find, the skin, the shells, for those we use the word contraband. But write the meaning of the word contraband. Contraband means smuggled goods, a general term. You all know smuggling. Smuggled goods, we use the word contraband. But in this context, it goes with wild animals, shells, skin, like tiger skin, horns, all these. So, all these plants and animals, they have a home. What is the word for that? Please write the word habitat, an important word. Habitat, home of a plant or an animal, not literally home, the place where it can survive. We use the word habitat. Then you write the word deforestation. Today they are losing the habitat. What is the reason for that? Deforestation. What is the solution for that? Please write the word afforestation. So all these words, one word map, easy to remember, easy to recollect. And these are known as, you must have got about 10 to 15 words. Am I right? All these words are related to that topic, the passage. For those we use one term, please write lexical terms. Underline the word lexical. Whatever words you have got, they are known as lexical terms. Then you may wonder, you may ask, sir, what is the meaning of lexical terms? Lexical terms means related to a particular topic. In English, a particular topic, related to that topic, some specific words we always use. And those words are known as lexical terms. So whatever words you have got based on the passage, I have given the related words, they all are known as what? Is the mic on? Known as what? Lexical terms. So you have to know the lexical terms of different topics. Then you are ready for the exam. We'll go to the first one. Which of the following will replace one in the context of the passage? Where is one here? I think. So the people, also known as the common or Indian people, is not native to Australia but from India. Look at the options, then you know the answer. Can you use the word whole? Can you use collections? No. What is the third one? We are talking about an animal, then two terms you have to think of. One genus, the other species. Hold the third option. Can you use the word ordering? Irrelevant. Stripe? Not relevant. So what is the answer? Easy to answer or difficult to answer? Before explanation or after explanation? Okay. We'll go to the next one. Which of the following will replace two in the context of the passage? Where is the second blank? Peafowl is a beautiful bird to observe in the right. This is a little challenging. In the right element, ruled out. In the right scenery, hold this one. Perhaps you can consider. Right weather, no. Right territory, no. Environment. Between the two, which is a better word? Right environment. Environment, it goes with environment. So what is the answer? Environment is the answer. But here, smart learning, based on this question, you have got the answer. What will you recollect? Which word you will focus on? Or which word will you focus on? All of you write the word scenery. Very good. Separately. So why should you focus on that? Abstract nouns cannot be expressed in the plural form. In many exams you have given, the sceneries of Kashmir are beautiful. Right or wrong? Wrong. What is the correct sentence? The scenery of Kashmir is beautiful. Singular form, singular verb. That you have to recollect and consolidate your knowledge. We'll go to the next one. Third blank. Where is it? However, birds that have escaped or been deliberately released. Underline the word released. Also underline the word escape. When do you escape from a place, or when does an animal escape from a place? When a particular person or an animal is confined to a particular place, it tries to escape. So here you have to think of the word, write the word confine. Confine means restrict. Either in a room or a cage or a house, restricted, you cannot go out, then you are confined to a particular place. Have you got the word? So if you know that, you can easily make out here escape from what? Generally when you think of confinement, animals especially, you have to think of another word. What is that word? Write the word captive. That is one form, but we use another form. Please write captivity. Captive animals means they are caught and kept at some place. They cannot escape. They are confined. They are restricted. And noun form is what? Captivity. So we'll go to the options with this awareness. What is the first word? The very first word is captivity. Escape from what? Escape to captivity. Being captive. So hold that word. Subjecting. Write the word subject in your notebook. Not there. You all know the word subject. What a silly question. But subject has two meanings. Write one sentence. the subjects have been punished. The subjects have been punished. Now, in this context, what does it mean? Or I'll give another combination, subjects of the kingdom, subjects of a particular kingdom. So, what does it mean, subjects? People. So, please write here, subjects means those who are being ruled. Write this way, those who are being ruled. They are known as subjects, not the regular subject, a different meaning altogether that you have to know. So here subjecting, does it go with this context? No. Liberation, escape, you cannot use the word liberation. What is the meaning of the word liberation? Freedom. So write the meaning, liberate means to set free, freedom. Restrain, you can consider the fourth option, you can consider the first option. License, is it relevant here? Mark it wrong. But between the two, escape, restrained, grammatically not correct. Escape what? Captivity. Noun, we need a noun. So what is the first word here? Grammar knowledge. But my approach is always contextual approach. If you have read something like this, 1 second you can answer this. You will say, it's a silly question. Shall I go to the next one? Which of the following will replace blank 4 in the context of the passage? What do you have there? Local populations can increase quickly where they are provided with whatever the word of food sources. Please underline, of food sources. So what is the word that has to pop up? Variety of, we all have a variety of food. Yes or no? So what is the first one here? Uniform, same, does not go with the context. Variance, grammatically not correct. Underline the word variance, write the meaning. Variance means what? Difference. Write the word difference. But it does not go with this context. Though the meaning is the same, form is not correct. So mark it wrong. You all know combo. When you go to a theater, you order for some combo. Yes or no? This is a familiar word for you guys. But fourth option, variety. The word shift, does it go with this context? No. So what is the answer here? A variety of food sources. Easy to make out based on contextual awareness. Which of the following will replace the 5 in the context of the passage? So what do you have here? This is the easiest one. Underline the word residence. If you catch that word, you got the answer. Residents are requested not to feed peafowl, as this can attract them into what areas? Silly question in my opinion. Can you use the word commercial? Residential? Obviously that is a word. What is option number? Residential, third option. But there are two words here and non-residential simple. Underline the word urban. Being a smart learner, when you look at the word urban, what is opposite? You all will answer, I'm damn sure about that. But you have to recollect, next to urban you write the word urbane. That is an important word. Urban is different, urbane is different. Urbane, don't ask me sir, very simple. What is the difference? One letter, E is a difference. But meaning wise entirely different. Please write a few words. Urbane means a sophisticated, refined, polished, civilized. Sophisticated, refined, polished, civilized. All mean urbane. Some people look entirely different. Polished, refined, the way they talk, the way they look, the way they carry themselves, then we say urbane, sophisticated style. And the combination words, you can also use the word style, sophisticated style. That's a combination. And uptown, more than uptown, I want you guys to write one word. Please write downtown. Westerners use this quite often, we don't use this. Write the meaning of downtown. Downtown means busiest marketplace of a town. Any town or city has a busiest marketplace. And what is the word for that marketplace? They say quite often, I'm going to the downtown. We never say that. But this is a regular word they use quite often. Have you got the meaning? So we have done, that is the last one, I suppose. Now the $1,000,000 question, who has got all the 5 correct? I am surprised. Not a pleasant surprise. We'll go to the next set. How many questions based on this? 2 questions. What are these about? Scrambled sentences. And they have given the first one, they have given the last one. What is the first one? Aristotle was often fiercely, underline the word fiercely, and write the meaning here, strongly. Fiercely means strongly. Critical of Plato. Can you say spend together? Can you say in a considerable amount? Can you say and his writing is? We are talking about Aristotle. This seems logically correct, extended version. Can you say and content? No. And 6th one you don't have to touch. So based on that, what is it? And his writing is very different in style. How many options begin with R? 2 options. Strike off these. It should be either the first one or the 4th one. And his writing is very different in style and what? Obviously, that is the word you have to think of. Based on that, after R, what is that you're supposed to get? But what is the 4th option? So is it right or wrong? You don't have to check other options. What is the answer? First option is the answer. Easy one. This should not be a problem. Again, I would like to add, provided you're good at contextual awareness and exposed to the language, that matters a lot. We'll go to the next one. This is a little tricky. During World War II and the Cold War, agencies established. Can you use agencies established? Perhaps. So you have to go further down. As leading funders, you cannot. By the way of the armed forces, you cannot. But here, during World War II and the Cold War, the US military and intelligence agencies, there is continuity. So how many options with SP? Save your time, that is the answer. So these 2 easy or difficult? Easy. We'll go to the next set. These are pillars. How many questions based on pillars? See, this is a new pattern. Today, this mock test, there are 8 exam topics. How many exam topics? In the past, we would have on an average 5 exam topics or 4 exam topics. Now what they're doing, 2 questions, 1 exam topic. 2 questions, another exam topic. This is only to confuse you people. The basic principle is this. If you are good at English, however they ask a question, you will be able to answer. And one more thing I have already said, we always talk about, nowadays we are talking about new patterns, new models. Have you heard of that? All these new patterns, new models are nothing but old wine in a new bottle. Have you heard of that? Old wine in a new bottle. Same information they are testing, but differently. If you have the information, however they test your knowledge, you will be able to answer. As simple as that. So these are easy in my opinion, but underline the word shipwrecked. The shipwrecked sailor scanned the anxiously in the morning. When is a shipwreck? First you have to know the meaning of the word. Write the word wreck. I'm going to give a lot of words. So then you write the word wreckage. Then you write the word shipwreck. This also Western countries they use regularly because they have this boating as a hobby, small ships, very popular. So shipwreck is very common, a common word. Means what? A boat or a ship while sailing, it gets damaged and the parts come off and then some parts go down. Remaining parts we use the word wreckage. The remaining parts of a damaged boat or ship, what is the term? Wreckage. This goes with a plane as well. After a plane crash, you see a few parts of the aeroplane. For those parts also we use the word wreckage. But ship, specific term, it goes with ships usually. Shipwreck. Have you got the meaning? And sometimes what happens after a plane crash, they try to look at the parts of a plane, we use the word wreckage. and sometimes they look for small things. Then we use one word. Please write the word. S is silent. How do you pronounce this? Debris. S is silent. Write the word debris. Small parts we use the word debris, but large parts wreckage. Then have you copied all these words? Try to be alert. The moment I write, you should write. So if you take, I would like to give a mini word map. Write the word ship or boat, that is your choice. First you write the word sail. Then you write the word wreck. Then already have given the forms wreckage, debris. But generally, why does a boat get damaged? There are three terms I want you guys to learn. First you write the word, an important word, capsize. Capsize means to turn upside down. Write the meaning. The boat capsized. The ship capsized. If you read the newspapers, you come across this word. Write the meaning. Capsize means to turn upside down. To turn upside down. For this, there is one idiomatic expression. Next, you write turn turtle. Have you heard of this any time? Same meaning. Turn turtle also means turn upside down. Turn turtle. And turn turtle goes with ships. It also goes with, right, buses. Sometimes buses also, when they turn upside down, we say the bus turned turtle. But capsize goes more with ships, not with buses. Have you got this? Fine. And there is one word, usually whenever there is a thunderstorm or a storm, the ship gets capsized or turns turtle, and it results in wreckage. And the sailor, the person who is sailing, perhaps that time it was all disturbed, and next morning he wants it to be a pleasant morning, and he looks at the horizon. Then he understands whether it is going to be dangerous or it is going to be normal. So write the word horizon. So I think we have got this word already. Are you guys with me? Now what is the meaning of that? Please tell the master. What does it mean? You said you have got already. So what does it mean? An imaginary line where you feel the sky is meeting the land. Land and sky, they meet when you see. That imaginary line is called horizon, one of the meanings. So based on that, here we will see the shipwrecked sailor scanned what? You ask the question. Will he scan the opening? Opening of what? Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Underline the word spear, underline the word, and this word is important. How do you pronounce this? I have already told. A realm. A realm. These two are synonyms. Please make a note. Spear, area, a realm. They are synonyms. One more word. Please write the word arena. Arena has got two different meanings. One meaning, it goes with a sports stadium. We use the word arena. Arena also means these three words, area, spear, realm. So it is a synonym of these words, all one group. Does it go, do these words go with the context? No. What is the fourth one? Interior. Interior of what? Doesn't make any sense. So what are you left with? Sailor looked at the horizon to get an idea how it is going to be. Answer is the third option. Question number 9. If you do something or don't do something, you may lose the opportunity to compete altogether. Underline, I appreciate your enthusiasm. Give me a chance to speak. Underline the word lose. Underline the word compete. What is the spelling of competition? So people misspell this word. So be careful. Competition. You know, so easy. There are thousands of people who don't know. Tell me, what is the spelling of separate? Is this right or wrong? First one is right or wrong? How many of you say first one is right or first one is wrong? I'll change the question. First one is wrong, raise your hands. So others, second one is wrong. Should I take it that way? Or third option, cannot decide. Answer, common error. A lot of people make this mistake because we think logically. Logically, this should be the spelling separate. But English does not depend on logic. That's what I tell. So what is the correct spelling? Separate. So competition also they try to misspell. But what is the word you have got here? Compete. Compete is an important word, and part of speech is what? Verb. Competition, noun. If you let us go to other words, then we will see. Here I've given the meaning. Lose again important. Why is it important? Once I told you guys. LOSE, lose. Which part of speech is it? Verb. What are the forms? Lose, lost, lost. Another lose, LOOSE. Which part of speech is that? Adjective. Loose shirt, tight shirt. And LOSS, loss. Noun, loss and profit. All the three you have to recollect. Now the context talks about what? You may lose the opportunity. That means you have to do something. If you do that, you don't lose the opportunity. Based on that, first you have to know the meaning of the word vacillated. Vacillate, generally it goes with a pendulum. Olden days we had big clocks, and pendulum, it would oscillation. And oscillate, one word. Vacillate also means the same. Unable to decide. Write the meaning. Vacillate means unable to decide. Unable to decide. This side or this side, this side or this side. You can't decide. Vacillation. Expedite we have already got. The other day, process. Remember I gave speed up, accelerate. And hesitate. What is the meaning of hesitate? Take time to do something. Please write the meaning. Hesitate means take time to do something. Take time to do something. Persist. Persist means what? Stick to something. Stick to something or insist on something. Insist, persist, exist for a long time. Remain, a simple word. Based on contextual awareness, what is the right word? How many of you have chosen the third option? That is the answer. If you hesitate, if you take a lot of time, you may lose the opportunity to compete altogether. So answer is the third option. But here, write two words in your notebook. First you write the word hasty. Then you write the word hesitate. In a way they come under confusing words. Hasty means what? Do things in a hurry. You try to do things in a hurry, that is known as hastiness. And there is a saying in English, write that also. Haste makes waste. Have you heard of this? Don't do things in a hurry. It results in waste. Haste makes waste. But hesitate, quite opposite. You take a lot of time to do something, then usually we say, someone is standing over there and thinking whether to come, not to come. Then I say, don't hesitate, walk in. It goes with everyday English. So you got the words, you got other words easy. You have already got expedite. Shall I go to the next one? Question number 10. Loss the maximum interest rate that banks can charge. This is again based on contextual awareness and exposure to the language. Loss promise. Do loss promise something? Engage. No. Engage has two or three meanings. Write one sentence. First you write the word engage. He has been engaged. Bracket you write workplace. Don't go off the track. So I know what you guys think. Here, where is that employee? Sir, right now he has been engaged. He cannot come to you. Means what? He has been given some work. So what is the meaning here? Occupied. Very good. Write the word occupied. He is occupied with some work. Not with someone, with something. Occupied. Then engage, you all know the typical meaning. Engagement. But we use a noun form. Write the word engagement. The word engagement has got two different meanings. One meaning related to marriage. But once I was talking to a student, I said, today I have 4 engagements, I cannot allot time for you. He looked at me, I got it. So what I meant, here engagement means, write the word, meetings, appointments. Different meaning altogether. So, shall I go back to the question? What is the next word? Promise, engage, confuse. Why will the loss confuse? That is not the objective, that is not the purpose. But there is an important word here, stipulate. Underline that. Loss calculate? No. This is an easy question in the sense, irrespective of the fact, whether you know the meaning of the word stipulate or not, elimination approach, you can choose the answer. Because other words don't go with the context. So, write the meaning of the word stipulate. Stipulate means to say specifically, how to do something. Stipulation, in a way it is a condition, how to do something. But have you written this meaning? Usually I say in the exam, each section, what is the time you get? 20 minutes. Then I use one expression, sometimes while talking to the students, write one expression. Please write stipulated time period. Have you heard of this? So in the exam, what is the stipulated time period for you to answer English section? 20 minutes. So stipulated time period, 20 minutes. Means that is the time given to you to answer the 30 questions. I hope you guys got it. You got the meaning, you got the answer as well. We'll go to the next one. That set is over. Fine. So what are these about? A, B, C, D and E. Word swap. In a way easy, but and you guys are good at two things what I understand based on 2 months or 1 month experience. Looks like you're good at word swap, one thing, and you guys are very good at columns. That is really astonishing. So this I'm sure you must have got right. We'll check it out. The United Nations Climate Fund, any problem? Which established up last weekend in Egypt. But here, climate fund, what are the other words here? Conference. Which one is better? The United Nations Climate Conference seems better. So here, just remember that conference which established, or it talks about what are the other words? They underline the word, underline the preposition up. Can you say established up? So what is that? Wrapped up. Wrap up means to conclude. Write the meaning. Wrap up, to conclude, to wind up. To help poor, vulnerable countries hit hard by climate change. Now, what is the answer here? We'll try to change B and C. First A and D, they should have gone that way. A and D, what will you get? Climate conference and a new fund to help poor. They seem right. Then B and C, which wrapped up last weekend in Egypt and established a new fund. Seems right. So what is the answer based on that? Have you chosen the fourth option? Easy. Let us go to the next one. Most of the peninsula's eruptions, usually the word eruption goes with a volcano, volcanic eruption. So at the outset you have to know this is not the right word. And can you use populated? No. Can you use tundra? No. Tundra is a region near the North Pole. Europe, Asia, all these continents, beyond, very close to the North Pole, you don't see trees and all. There the climate is below 0 degrees and even the soil is frozen below the surface. That region is called tundra. But here what is the next last word, fifth word here? Volcanoes. So that seems right. Most of the peninsula's volcanoes are, can you use the word populated? And can you use the word surrounded? Yes. Then you bring it here, surrounded by sparsely populated forest. Seems right. And tundra. So, but I doubt this one. Little risk to local people, but big volcanoes. But let us take a pair first. Eruption, volcanoes, you replace. Then what do you get? Peninsula's volcanoes. And here, but big eruptions, what do they do? Underline the word spew. Spew here means to send out. To send out. Please write the meaning of that word. Send out. That's an important word. and it goes with a volcanic eruption. AE, how many options AE? Two options. Eliminate other options. Now we'll check the remaining pair. Here are surrounded by, seems right or wrong? Surrounded by what? Sparsely populated forest. That also seems right. So what is the second pair you have to consider? BC. Am I right? Based on that, what is the answer? Fourth option. Time taking, but you should be able to get. Let us go to the next one, the last one, this word swap related. The commander of the US Space Forces Indo-Pacific. Any problem? Commander of some organization, no problem. Said a team will take measurements to better understand. Better understand a standard expression, no problem. But measurements, you can't be sure. You have to read a complete sentence. Tick B, to better understand. C. Measurements, hold it. Better understand, you can consider. Better understand what? The severity of the contamination. Perfect, absolutely no problem. You want to understand the contamination and to what extent, the degree, the severity. Now you are left with only one word that cannot be touched. That means what is the answer? All correct is the answer. Who has got all the three correct based on word swap? My assumption has come true. We'll go to the next set. What are these about? See, all of you remember, every time you get a new model, don't panic. Don't get disturbed. Take as a challenge. This is a new pattern what I have observed to confuse you people. No need to get confused. Look at the model, try to answer coolly. The novel was an interesting read or read, what will you say? A read, that's right. Full of dark imagery and ambivalent characters. If you are good at prefixes, suffixes and roots, ambi means what? Two. Ambidextrous. I am a left-hander. What is the word for left-handers? Do you know the word? Please all of you write the word southpaw. Southpaw means left-hander. Excuse me. Please be here. Write what I say. If you don't write, why should I say? Write the word southpaw. I would like to request all of you. If you are interested, you come here. Not interested, don't come. But you come here, you stare at the screen, you stare this side, that side, you look lost, unnecessary distraction for the master. We have excellent students over here and they're very keen to enrich their knowledge. Once I get disturbed, the whole session gets disturbed. I don't want good students to suffer because of bad students. And you have a choice. Is anyone pulling you inside? Or is anyone pushing you inside? Your choice, right? Your choice. For what? For enrichment. And be here and get enriched. You are happy, we are happy. Every session the same thing. So what is then when I give this word southpaw, students ask me, sir, is any word for right-handers? Unfortunately, there is no word. Okay? Because they are the majority. Then some people, they can use both the hands. What is the word for those? Some students may not know. So I would like to write here. You call them ambidextrous. Ambi means to be able to use two things. Dexterous comes from the word dexterity. Write the meaning of that. Dexterity means skill. So ambidextrous, skill in using both the hands. Meaning of that what? The skill to use both the hands, ambidextrous. And dexterity, skill. Now we'll go back to, have you copied these words? Oh, someone is angry. The novel was interesting read, full of dark imagery and ambivalent characters. Ambivalent, obviously, you got the meaning. Based on that, can you use the word secure? Secure goes with what? You're all preparing for bank exams, SSC. Why? Government job is a secure job. Private sector, there is no guarantee. One point morning, they give you a pink, oh, this is also pink. Please write, pink slip. Pink slip means it goes with IT sector. Morning, as usual, you go to the office. They tell you your services have been terminated. Whatever stuff you have in your cabin, please take and leave the office. On the spot. No exaggeration. That is known as getting a pink slip. And you'll see definitely that is a shock of the life. Yes or no? Then, does it go with this context? No. What is the next one? Equivocal. Equivocal. Again, it means something like not clear, vague. Equivocal means, already have got this word vague many a time. Vague means what? Not clear. Hold that one. Can you use the word determined over here? No. Vacillating already have got this side, that side. But here it does not talk about vacillating characters. It talks about vague characters or equivocal characters. And what is the next one? Clashing. No. So what is the answer? Second option is the answer. Equivocal, ambivalent, both mean the same. The Prime Minister has joined the Prakas. This is a tough question. Oh, who has got this? I would like to know. Highly appreciable. There is a reason for that. The Prime Minister has joined the Prakas over the proposed changes to the health service. First of all, how many of you know the meaning of the word Prakas? Write the meaning. Noisy quarrel, or a noisy quarrel or disturbance. Prakas means what? A noisy quarrel. You know the word quarrel, fight, or disturbance. Have you got the meaning? What do they want? Same meaning. Scrimmage, I doubt how many of you know. I myself had to refer the dictionary, to be frank. Agreement. Hold that one. Rumpus, I doubt how many of you know. If you say, sir, we know, wonderful. Altercation, some may know. You have to know the meanings of all these words, then we'll go to the question. So what is the first option here? Scrimmage. Write the meaning. A small fight that is not important. A small fight that is not important, or a small fight that is trivial. You all know the word trivial. Silly fight, not important. Trivial fight. That is the first one. So is it the answer? Now itself will decide. I gave the meaning of the word Prakas. Means what? A noisy quarrel or disturbance. Can A be the first one? Mark it wrong. And agreement, simple word, you cannot use, because you got the meaning, now you can decide. It's a negative word, Prakas. Agreement, a positive word. Eliminate. And rumpus, and what is the other word? Okay, rumpus, write the meaning. What is the meaning you have written for Prakas? Same you write here. A noisy quarrel or disturbance. Write the same thing. A noisy quarrel or disturbance. Then we'll go to the next word. What is the next word? Write the meaning of the word altercation. Write the meaning, long argument or disagreement. When you disagree, you argue. Simply write long argument. Have you written? What is the other word you have? Harmony. We have to select a negative word. Harmony, everything in place, no disturbance. So eliminate that one. We have eliminated how many words? 3 words. You have to decide between the third and the fourth. How many of you have decided the fourth option? Raise your hands. How many of you have decided the third option? Raise your hands. Wonderful. The key says the fourth option. Answer is not the fourth option. But look at the key. What does the key say? Fourth option. Fourth option is altercation. It means argument. But there are 3 words which are synonyms. Already I have written. They have given the word Prakas and rumpus. There is one more word. Write the third one, row. Row has many meanings. R-O-W. One of the meanings, Prakas or rumpus. A noisy quarrel or disturbance. So answer beyond any doubt the third option, not the fourth option, as the key says. This is a tough question in my opinion. Shall I go to the next one? Fine. We are running out of time. Have you read the passage? Seriously? Easy or difficult? How many questions have you answered? How many have they given? Please tell me. 8 questions, I suppose. 7 or 8. Out of 8 questions, in my opinion, 2 questions based on explicit information within the stipulated time you will be able to answer. 2. And 3 questions based on vocabulary. 1 blank and 1 correct order, and 1 more is based on something opposite meaning, I suppose. Mandate. 3 plus 2, how many questions you can answer? 5. We'll stick to those 5. What is the first one here? What is the significance of bathymetry knowledge on the present world? All of you go to the second paragraph. The knowledge of bathymetry is a measurement of the shape and depth of the ocean floor, is instrumental. All these points are there. So what are the options here? All the above options have been mentioned. Answer is all the above. Have you answered this? But time taking you can answer because based on explicit information. We'll go to the next one. Why are detailed mapping of seabed important? Again, all of you please go to the first paragraph, last line. You can have a look at the screen, I'm underlining. Seabed mapping is vital, important for security, safety and economic health of nation states. Any option talks about that? Answer is what? Easy or difficult? After that, don't attempt. I don't know whether you tried or not advisable. Other questions are difficult to answer. So I will skip 18, 19, perhaps 19 is easy, 20 and 21. 21 you can answer. What is the question about? In the passage you see 3 words and you have to get the correct order. Where do you find the 3 words? Which paragraph are they in? Last paragraph. A is what? Swathes. That's an important word. Please write the word swathe. Means large area. Land, large area we use. It also goes with information, data, but typical meaning it goes with large area of land. Have you got the meaning? Coming to the context here, in the past, can you use the word swathes here? No. In the past, what is the word? Satellites and planes, seems right. Satellites and planes carrying altimeter. Then what is the word? Instruments have been able to provide large swathes of data. Based on that, what is the correct order? First you have to use satellites, B. Then you have to use C. Then you have to use A. Which option is that? Answer is the second option. Easy to answer. Not a big deal. Which of the following is the most opposite in meaning to the word mandate? I am sure you all know the word mandatory. Mandatory means what? Compulsory. Context also talks about the same, a mandate to do something. And here elimination, because the word answer is not the exact word. What is the first option here? I don't know why they have given this. Can you use a blank check in this context? Hold the second option, commanding. Commanding in a way, imposing force, mandatory. They want the opposite. And precept, that's an important word, write the meaning. Precept means a rule. A rule to behave in a particular way. A rule tells you how to behave or to behave in a particular way. That is known as precept. A rule to behave in a particular way. So does it go with this context? I hope you guys are with me. Please respond. Does it go with this context? No. Instructions. So what is the answer? But I am not convinced. Answer is the second option. Best choice. No choice. No choice, there is one idiom. What is that idiom? Oh, I thought you would respond. Please write. Hobson's choice. Hobson's choice means no choice. You have to become good at English. That is Hobson's choice. No choice for you to get the job. Yes, sir. Very good. We'll go to the next one. What is the next one? Blank. Easy or difficult? Let me see, where is the blank? Which paragraph? So how does it go? Since the launch of the project in 2017, the surveying of the ocean bed as per modern has gone up. Modern, what are the options given here? Some options are ridiculous. Can you use the word indecency in this context? That is not at all acceptable. I'm sure you all know the word decent, indecent. And there's one English movie also, Indecent Proposal. Have you heard of that? No, indecency. A ridiculous option. What is the next one? Integrity. What is the word modern? Modern integrity. No, integrity means what? Two meanings. One meaning, we always talk about national integrity, being together. But when we say he's a man of integrity, she is a woman of integrity, means what? Sincere, honest, above board. Different meaning altogether. And can you use the word corruption here? Modern corruption. And what is the next one? Standards. Natural law. Natural law, you cannot talk in terms of modern or primitive. So what is the answer here? Silly question. Silly question based on the options. So how many could you answer? 5. First one, second one, explicit information, and 3 questions based on vocabulary. I would like to know how many of you have got 5 from the passage. Raise your hands. That means you missed an opportunity. Only a few. Always remember, when you get an opportunity, you have to grab it. In the past, we would say, an opportunity knocks the door only once. We don't say that now. Go grab the opportunity, we say. You have to be, there's one expression, all of you please write that. You have to be a go-getter. Have you heard of that? Be a go-getter. Chase the opportunity and get it. Because that is a modern times, it's always compete with others. So you have to be a go-getter. Don't wait for the opportunity. Anyhow, these are difficult to answer. The next 2 questions are based on what? Vocabulary. First one is what? Opposite. First you have to know the meanings of these words. How many of you know harangue? Do you know the meaning of this? Not easy. Please write the meaning. To speak. Please write quickly, we are running out of time. To speak for a long time. To speak for a long time. Angrily. To persuade someone. Focus on the word angrily. To speak for a long time angrily, to persuade someone. So it is a negative thing. You have to understand that. Have you copied? We'll go to the options. What is the first one here? Lecture is a neutral word. But they want the opposite, means what? Positive word. Lecture is a neutral word. Mark it wrong. Acclaim. Acclaim is a positive word. And write the meaning. Acclaim means to approve and appreciate or praise. To approve enthusiastically, with enthusiasm and praise. Hold this one. Have you copied? Please copy quickly. What is the next word? Hold the second option. It is panegyric. Panegyric. Never heard of this word. So write the meaning. To, don't write to. Speech or writing. Speech or writing. Praising someone. Speech, either speech or writing, praising someone. Hold this one. Actual word is negative and it goes with speaking. Here you have the word clue for you, speech. And what is the next one? Attack, simple word, rave. Rave also write the meaning. To praise someone or something. Simply write to praise. To praise. Now there are 3 words you have to consider. What is the first one? Acclaim, positive, praise, and rave, positive, praise. But these are general. Praise someone or something, general. Coming to the third option, either speech or writing, praising someone or something. And what is the meaning of harangue? Speaking angrily. So based on that, what is the answer? If you answer, has anyone answered this? Ah, wonderful. I appreciate. Someone else over there. Great. Insipid. First you write the meaning of the word insipid. Insipid means there are three different meanings. First you write tasteless. Then you write lack of vigor. You all know the meaning of the word vigor. Strength. Then also write lack of interest. Not interesting. Lack of interest. Lack of tasteless, lack of vigor, lack of interest. And they want opposite. Am I right? Delicious. Hold that one. Innocuous. Innocuous. Easy to guess. You all know the word inoculation. Who has biology background? Biology background. Inoculation. Inoculation is nothing but vaccination. Protection from. So write the meaning of innocuous. Harmless. Harmless. Not causing harm. Simply write harmless. And exhilarating. That's a positive word. Write the meaning of the word exhilarating. Extremely happy. Extremely happy. Other words are easy words. Sickening and ordinary. Here insipid is a negative word. Am I right? And they want the opposite. Tasteless. What is opposite? Tasty. What is the other word for tasty? Delicious. People mispronounce this word. People say delicious, precious, no. Precious, delicious, no E sound. But the key says the third option. Check the key. Exhilarating, very happy. First option? Then it is right. Answer is the first option. I hope you guys got it. I'm worried about the time. Now what do we have? The last how many questions? 4 questions. Error location 4 or 5? 5. So we'll do it fast. 2 calves that were part of the group. Any problem here? However, any problem? Were saved. Past tense passive voice. Any problem? In time. Any problem? After. Underline the word after. After the forest squad alerted the whatever that acronym staff to disconnect the wire. Any problem here? Anywhere any problem? How many of you have chosen E, no error? Raise your hands. Wonderful, highly appreciable. Under pressure, because of the word after, you may think for a few minutes whether you have to use past perfect or not. But in this context, you don't have to use. Nothing wrong with the sentence. It is, option is answer, option E. Means what? No error. Other questions are easy in my opinion, but one is confusing. Foreign portfolio investors. What is the subject here? A phrase. What is the phrase? Foreign portfolio investors. But what is the key word? Investors. See, you should have the ability to identify the key word in a phrase. Subject is a phrase. What is the phrase? Foreign portfolio investors. In every phrase there is a key word. What is the key word here? Investors. Once you know that, you can spot the error. Investors singular or plural? Then can you say it's? So what is the right word? Simple, easy question. Based on what? Subject pronoun agreement. Please make a note. Question is related to subject pronoun agreement. Subject is plural. You have to use a plural pronoun. If you have a question, ask me. What is it? FPI. That is, brackets have written what the letters only. Here S is there. That means the plural form. If you consider the letters in brackets also, FPIs means what? Singular or plural? Plural. Then we cannot use a singular pronoun. Previous year's papers is useful or are useful? Are. When you write the letters, how do you write? What do the letters stand for? Previous year's papers, S is there. Then you cannot use a singular verb, plural verb. Same way here, S is there, small letter. We have to use a plural verb, plural pronoun. I hope it's clear. Good. That's a good doubt. We'll go to the next one. Is it 28? FPIs offloaded Indian equity. This is a bit difficult. But if you read the newspapers, you can easily spot the error. Or at least you should be disturbed. After equity, underline to a second consecutive month. Will you say to or per? Very good. I appreciate that. So what is the appropriate preposition here? For the second month, for the third month, for a second consecutive month. If you are exposed to the language, silly question. 1 second. You don't have to complete the sentence. You know the answer and you go to the next one. 29. This is a bit difficult, but you can spot the error. Let us see. The operator at the computer center. Any problem? Collected the something. Using jobs. Can you go beyond that? Some problem. What could be the appropriate word? I myself could not guess. After that, and fed them to a computer in batches, no problem. At scheduled intervals, no problem. So where is the problem? This expression is not right. So answer is a B. Which option is that? You got it? Easy or difficult? Easy. Asian Paints was one of the. Please underline the phrase one of the. There are 3 rules that go with the phrase one of the. And this is based on one of the rules. In all the 3 rules, a noun should be in the plural form. So where is the error? Will you say company or companies? Easy or difficult? Easy or damn easy? Damn easy. So that's all for today. And from tomorrow,